What's going on, everybody? Happy MLS is back week today instead of some type of preview nonsense. We have some breaking news. This morning, I reported that Minnesota United, the last team in MLS without a full-time head coach, is nearing a deal to name Manchester United assistant Eric Ramsay as their head coach. Nothing is done or signed, but all parties are working towards that conclusion. So, without further ado, let's just get into it. Minnesota United is nearing a deal to name Eric Ramsay their head coach. The Manchester United assistant has been with the club for a few years. He just turned 32 last week. Happy birthday to Eric Ramsay. He will be the youngest head coach full-time head coach in MLS history at 32 years old. The only one younger than him was Yoann Damet when he was FC Cincinnati's interim head coach in 2019 at 29 years old. But Eric Ramsay will be the youngest full-time head coach in league history, just ahead of Roy Wegerle, who is also 32. But again, Eric Ramsay just turned 32, so he gets that. Ramsay is highly regarded in the English game. He's been with Manchester United for a few years under different regimes. He was first brought in under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and then remained under Ralf Rangnick, and then has continued to just grow in stature under Erik ten Hag. He joined initially as a set piece head coach. He joined initially as a set piece coach, and then grew to just be one of the assistants as well. Look, again, he was also with the Welsh national team in addition to his duties with Manchester United for about half a year. When he was hired, Wales national team coach Rob Page called him one of the brightest young coaching talents in football at the moment. And that's kind of how he's viewed in England. He's turned down a couple of approaches from championship clubs, including Swansea. And now he's going to get his first managerial job at Minnesota United. So again, just to reiterate, nothing's signed or totally agreed. Ramsay told Erik ten Hag and the rest of the United staff today that this is in the works and this is what he wants. And United haven't stood in the way of other assistants in previous years who have moved on to other clubs. So details still need to be ironed out because he's on a contract with United. Exactly when his start date is going to be needs to be figured out. But Minnesota United have their guide. Their coaching search was extensive. It included options from both abroad and domestic. Some of the domestic candidates included Robin Fraser, who was a finalist, I'm told. Gio Savarese was among those interviewed. And again, this was a very extensive process. So there was a ton of people interviewed and spoken to for this role. But again, Eric Ramsay stood above the rest in the eyes of Khalid El-Hamad, who is Minnesota United's new sporting director, who took over this winter. He was delayed to start because he was with Barnsley and under contract until the summer. They got him out of his contract earlier this winter, but not at the beginning of preseason, hence why the delay in hiring Eric Ramsay, hence why they have interim head coach to start the season and Cameron Knowles, their second interim coach of the offseason. For Khalid El-Hamad, it was, if he didn't come until the summer, they weren't going to hire a head coach till the summer. Like, there's no reason, if he couldn't have 10 toes into this coaching search, there wouldn't be any reason to spend the resources or try to do it from abroad. So this was all accelerated by Khalid El-Hamad being able to fully start his job with Minnesota United. Again, what I've been told is that Minnesota are going to kind of adopt a transition, pressing, youthful type of team, type of soccer. It's not going to happen overnight. Obviously, look at the players in the squad. Nobody is confusing Emmanuel Reynoso with, a pressing number 10. Nobody is confusing Teemu Pukki with somebody who will thrive in transition. These two are wonderful, brilliant players, but they don't obviously fit that exact play style. So it won't be a hard and fast Red Bull type transition pressing system, but it's going to go in that direction. And you look at some of the youth on this team, they're going to get opportunities under Eric Ramsay. I'm sure that Emmanuel Reynoso and Teemu Pukki will be accentuated. One of the arguments, look, again, it's going to be difficult to go all-out type of pressing with those two players, but one of the positive arguments I have heard about why this could work and why, a more up-tempo could still suit Reynoso, even though he's a traditional ball-playing number 10 who thrives in possession, is that they'll win the ball back higher up the field, and in turn, Reynoso should get more touches in the attacking third. Think of Lucho Acosta with FC Cincinnati. He was getting the ball deeper under previous regime, and then Pat Noonan and Chris Albright came in, and they did film with him immediately. We're like, no, we want you higher up the field. Like, we want you to get the ball in more dangerous situations. And alas, he becomes MLS MVP last year. And again, so that's a comp in the best case scenario for why Emmanuel Reynoso could still fit into the system. There are 4 players in this squad older than Eric Ramsay at the moment, which includes Teemu Pukki and Michael Boxall. That's just a fun little wrinkle. The second youngest head coach in MLS is Nick Cushing, and he's 39, so he's 7 years older than Eric Ramsay. This is a really exciting hire. I'm really excited to see how it goes. He's, again, highly rated from a lot of people I've spoken to. Same thing with Khalid El-Ahmad, to be fair. I didn't know exactly what to make of the idea that he wasn't going to start right away. It was a bit of a weird situation. And then there was 4 or 5 people that I really, really trust and really, really know their stuff who kind of came to me and was like, no, like Khalid, that was a really good hire. He's going to be really good here. Everything I've heard about Khalid El-Ahmad, everything that I've heard about Eric Ramsay is overwhelming positive at the moment. So Minnesota United are almost there to hire a head coach, and we'll have all 29 head coaching gigs filled just before the season starts. Again, obviously he will not be here on Saturday when Minnesota United makes their season debut. Again, his start time is TBD. We got to work out the wrinkles with Manchester United, and then there's the visa stuff. So TBD on that. I'll hopefully keep you posted, but Minnesota United have their guy, and it's a very exciting time. And that'll do it. This is a little bonus video because I didn't know when this news was going to come out, and I didn't know if I was going to have a little bit of free time to make this quick video. So here you are. You're welcome. I'm a hero. No big deal. For all those who correctly made fun of me for my audio quality last time, fair. You noted. This is progress. This is trust the process. No losses, just learning. I thought that this stupid mic would just be able to work, but it didn't, right? So I have actually bought another mic and one of those boom mic holder things. I don't know. I'm not a technical guy. That is sitting on my living room table. I'm going to set it up at some point today. So hopefully the next video, I'll be able to have better audio quality and all. But, hey, maybe I'll mess it up because I'm not good even with super intuitive, easy to use technology. So we'll see. It's a work in progress. And MLS is back starting Wednesday night. Full slate of games this weekend. Hopefully I'll have a ton of stuff for you guys in the meantime.